All right, Pisces, let's talk about 2026. If you've been feeling like you're on the edge of something big, well, you're not wrong. We're going to break down everything on the horizon for you this year, the major planetary shifts, the incredible opportunities, and yeah, the challenges too.
Let's just start right here, because if you only take one thing away from our chat today, let this be it. This single idea is the absolute cornerstone for your year. It's about shifting out of that space where life just seems to happen to you and stepping into a place of power where you are writing your own story. And the best part, the cosmos is totally lining up to back your play.
You know, to really get where you're going in 2026, we first have to look at what you're bringing into the year. The last couple of years might have felt, well, heavy. But this year's story is all about release. It's about shaking off those chains and stepping into a really profound, well-earned sense of freedom.
Okay, so what's so interesting here is this tangible shift in cosmic support. Think of last year like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on. You had Jupiter, the planet of luck, hitting the gas, but Saturn, the planet of limits, was holding you back. It was just frustrating. But as 2026 kicks off, that brake is finally released. Jupiter is free, and your plans and your dreams finally have a cosmic green light.
Wow, this is an absolute powerhouse combination to start the year, and it is all happening in your sign. So let's break this down. You've got the North Node, that's your destiny, the direction your soul is pulling you. Then you've got Saturn, the great teacher of discipline, and of course your own ruling planet, Neptune, which is all about your dreams and intuition. Having all three in Pisces puts a huge unavoidable focus right on you. The universe is basically asking, who are you becoming? And what are you going to build to make those dreams real?
So with all this intense focus on who you are, how does that actually play out in your relationships? Let's dive into how this powerful internal energy starts to ripple out into your connections with other people. Because it's not just about you in a bubble. It's about how this new version of you shows up in the world.
Remember that really potent eclipse energy from last year? Well, that stuff doesn't just switch off when the clock strikes midnight. The potential for a real, significant partnership is absolutely still on the table as you head into 2026. But here's the thing, it's not just going to fall into your lap. You have to make a conscious choice to be open to it. You know, after the last few years, with Saturn's heavy vibe, it makes total sense if you're feeling a bit wary, a little guarded about opening up. You might have built up some walls, you might be more cautious about who you let in. And honestly, that's not a bad thing. It's a sign of wisdom. The trick is just knowing the difference between being wise and being walled off by fear.
So here's the bottom line. Your tolerance for one-sided relationships is gone. It is just evaporated. This year is all about seeking out people who see the real you, your depth, your creativity, your sensitivity, and they don't just put up with it, they celebrate it. It's about relationships where the energy flows both ways, leaving you feeling seen and supported, not totally drained.
Now, just as you're getting the hang of all this deep internal work on yourself and your relationships, bam, the whole cosmic scenery changes. The first part of the year is all about your inner world, but when we hit mid-2026, the focus gets pulled way out into the practical, external side of your life.
And this just perfectly illustrates the year's big pivot. Look at the themes here: money, home, family, health, your daily job. After all that soul-searching, the universe is like, okay, great, now take all that self-awareness and apply it to the real world. It's time to build a life on the outside that actually reflects the person you've become on the inside.
And let's be really clear, that shift with Uranus is a big deal. This isn't just a quick visit. It's the beginning of a 7-year-long cycle of change and innovation in your home and family life. Uranus is called the Great Awakener, so this could mean anything from a sudden move to a shift in your family dynamic or just a deep need to redefine what home even means to you.
Of course, every year has its tricky spots, but I really want you to reframe these. Don't think of them as roadblocks. Think of them more like cosmic invitations to just pause, reflect, and maybe tweak your plans a little. Your true superpower this year is just being aware. Knowing about these bumps ahead of time means you can navigate them gracefully instead of being caught off guard.
So Mercury retrograde. All three of them this year are in fellow water signs, which means they're going to feel extra personal. The first one's in your sign, Pisces, so expect your own projects to need a second look. The second one hits Cancer, your zone of romance and fun. Maybe not the best time for a grand romantic gesture. And the third is in Scorpio, affecting travel and big contracts. Just build in extra time, double-check everything, and be patient.
I want you to put a big star next to this date on your calendar. A solar eclipse means powerful new beginnings, but this one has a tense conversation with Uranus, the planet of surprises. This energy could feel like a sudden jolt, bringing unspoken issues or deep fears right up to the surface. It might feel unsettling, for sure, but its ultimate purpose is to set you free, to finally let you release those old blockages for good.
All right, a quick practical heads up for your finances. When Saturn goes retrograde through your money house in late July, it's basically a call to get serious about your budget. Think of it like a cosmic audit. Then, when Venus, the planet of money, goes retrograde in October, you'll want to be extra careful with big purchases and contracts. So, after all of these shifts, these deep dives, these practical adjustments, what's the big takeaway? What's the point of it all? Well, every single transit, every challenge, it's all pointing you toward one single powerful thing: you stepping fully into your own power.
And this is where all that hard work really starts to pay off in the real world. With lucky Jupiter giving a boost to your daily work and health, you have a golden opportunity to make a real positive change. This is the energy that helps you finally leave that job that drains you for a role that actually gratifies you. It's about designing a daily life that truly nurtures your soul.
This right here, this is your playbook for the year. Step 1 is about letting go. Step 2 is building healthy boundaries, learning to say no so you can give a powerful yes to what really matters. And step 3 is the payoff, having the guts to actually make the change. It's the step-by-step guide to that theme we started with: take control.
At the end of the day, astrology is the weather report. It gives you the map. It shows you where the currents are strong and where storms might be brewing. But you are always the captain of your own ship. This year offers a powerful wind at your back, Pisces, pushing you toward profound, positive change. You just have to be the one brave enough to raise the sails.